Mr. Agnew.
Thank you. Well, I can agree with some of this report, particularly it criticises the way that Pillar 1 effectively rewards land ownership. And so people just occupy our own land to get a subsidy. I can support that. I really couldn't support the fact that this committee wants to put pressure on member states to change land ownership regulations. That is up to the member state. I like the idea of a retirement fund, for want of a better word. I've mentioned it here before. I have suggested in the past that you offer a retiring farmer a multiple of his previous Pillar 1 payments, say 5 years, and from then on, those fields can never receive subsidy again. That will devalue that land down to its proper farming commercial value, and maybe a younger farmer could afford to buy it then. The idea of a business plan assessment by the EU, I'm not confident in the EU's ability to assess finances. They frequently go over their own budget here. That's a territory they should avoid. As far as compulsory training goes, well, anyone wanting to come into farming should get themselves trained. But if you have an assessment based on ticking boxes, that is actually regarding farming as a profession and not a trade. Farming is a trade. It isn't a profession, but I often hear it described as a profession in this room. The best local decision makers on whether to lend money to an aspiring young farmer would really be the local banks, because they understand what can and can't be done on farms in their area. And I would like to see the public money used as a way of guaranteeing a loan. It would be capped, of course, but the younger farmer just does not have the assets to borrow against, and if the government can guarantee, put that, what's the word, I can't forget it now, security. If the government replaces the person's asset with some security, that will help. Certainly to get into a sharing deal, crop sharing deal, a livestock sharing deal. This is how it's being done in New Zealand, I understand. Finally, Chairman, residential difficulties. Often a farmer won't retire because he hasn't got nowhere to go to, and having easier planning regulations would help. Thank you.